What's going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today, playing some more Idle Heroes. Today we are back on the Revival series, the old Aspen and Ada, which is soon to probably not have an Ada one of these days. She's just here for now, kind of thing. But plans. We have plans today for the old Aspen. We're gonna try to make him a little bit of an improvement. Probably jump in, do the Aspen dungeon, because that's going on right now, and I kind of want to see if I can make him not suck as hard as he sucked last time in the Aspen dungeon. Although he's not really a super great Aspen dungeon hero. I think Ada's a little bit stronger for it. She has better self-sustain. And I also kind of want to jump in and do some Realms Gate, where I think we're on like the boss of my first 5. I know, I've been slacking on this. I haven't been pushing it the way I should, and that's just dumb. But I do need to push this, try to get my Void Corruption up. I'd love to reach 25 for some Contract Starry Gems, so we'll probably do that later. But before we jump into all of that, we're going to hook our peepers on a potential plan. A potential plan in my potential brain. Okay, so we know we want to hit 200 points in this event. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. We got to hit 200 points. I have ways of doing that right now that I could do. As my account currently sits, I could make my way into 200 points and snag myself a B copy of Aspen, and boy, would that be nice. But, butt cheeks, I have an issue, okay? I have a problem. I don't know if this is a universal problem for men or if it's just me, but if I see something that I consider a good deal, even if I'm not sure I want it, if it's a really good deal, I am like, maybe I should purchase that. Maybe that's something I could pick up because it's worth, it's worth more than I'm giving, right? So let's take a peek, see at my brain. What is my brain looking at? Well, it's looking at all the loot that a feller can get in this event. All these loots, the glorious treasury loots that we desperately need, the stellar shards, potential artifacts, and I'm like, man, it'd be nice to have some of those. So how could a feller maximize the amount of stuff he gets? Right here. Flora's Picnic. You get $100 worth of Prism Starry Gems. You get like $50 worth of Treasure Train tickets, $50 worth of cores, and guaranteed 1,500 Contract Starry Gems, all the way up to 7,000 Contract Starry Gems. That is a banger of a deal in my brain. That's like $300 for $100. What? That seems nice. It seems good, but that's not where the loot stops. You're like, oh, that sounds like a pretty good deal, Wrath. But it's not done yet. Oh, it's not even getting started yet. The Moonlight Gift. Because it's worth 5,000 VIP points, look at all the VIP points you're gonna get stuff for. I get cards for the Card Clash of Illusion. Nice. I get 300 bonus Prism Starry Gems. I get this I don't really care about, and this I'm not that worried about. 5,000 regular Gemages. Why not? Pick any hero I want. Sure. Another 1,000 Prism Starry Gems. 1,300 more of those. Another $50 of Prism Starry Gems there. Another 20 Cores of Transcendence. Another like $50 there. And then you get down to 5,000 VIP. I get 100 relics, 10 soul symbols, 500,000 stellar shards, some more cards, and here's the real kicker, double loot in the Starlight Melody, and double loot from the Card Clash of Illusion. Well, what does that mean, double loot? Well, it's not really double loot, it's double points. So with double points, if I could reach 750 points in the event, which I believe I can, I get 10 glorious treasure coins. Ooh, nice. Wait, hold that. Is that just double points or double loot as well? Let me read. I think it's just double points. So that's 10 more of these suckers, but it does double what you get from the Card Clash of Illusion in rewards. So what does that mean? Stage 5, 10 glorious coins, not just 5. If I make it to stage 7, 10 more. That's 30 glorious relics, or glorious coins. We can use those in the glorious treasury down here to snag out a buttload more stellar, and maybe even a melodic strings from over here. Options. But it does require a pretty hefty $100 investment, which is not a small amount of the old buckaroony doonies. It's a fair amount of the old paper. But we could do it. We could, if you want to see me do it. If you're like, hey, I love seeing you do dirty spending things, comment below Big P Big P for Flora's Picnic, the old picnic, the Big P. That'll help me know how much interest there is around me spending the old USD dollars, and maybe, making a little bit more content out of it. But that's not what we're really going to do today. Also, great time to mention channel memberships. If you want to support my dirty spending habits with your real-life dollars, join the channel. You don't have to, of course. There's nothing special about doing that. I don't do like members-only content. The reason for that, I think there's plenty of paywalls that already exist in the real world. I'm not going to add that to my channel. You don't have to do that to get anything special. That's just if you want to donate to me, to donate to DH Games, to make you content, there's a way to do that. But like I said, if you just want to watch the videos, that's where you're at. 100%, you have my appreciation. You don't need to do anything extra. That's good enough. But it is an option. If you have too much money and you want to give that money to me so I can give it to them, that's how you do it. But that's not what we're doing today. That's just a plan for down the line. Within the next 76 hours, this will either come to fruition or it will not. We will see. But for today, what I want to do is I want to spend most of my in-game gold, because I'm already fairly poor, to upgrade my Aspen. How can I upgrade my Aspen with dollars? Good question. Gear. I haven't really messed around too much with resonance sets, but they are a thing, and their stat bonuses look like they're quite a bit better than 6-star warrior gear. So we're gonna go take ourselves a little peep in the blacksmith over here in the producing fine class set Grey Dwarf's Blessing area. Now, we've got the ability to forge up 4 to 5-star. I feel like this is a terrible idea. I feel like this is probably a pretty terrible idea. I feel like this is obviously a pretty good idea. And I feel like this is something I don't really know about, but we're going to mess with it today because we can. So, the idea is, if I look over here in the warrior sets, if you look at the warrior gear we have, 3,700 attack as a flat stat, which is not bad, and I believe that number does get scaled by your percent bonuses. Could be wrong, but I think I'm right. But you get, what, 13% attack, which in 2 pieces you get, like, what is that, 26% bonus attack, 26% bonus HP, some damage reduction, a fair amount of stats, 30,000 health, 50,000 health, 2,400 attack, but if you hook your peepers on the resonance gear, 5,500 attack, so a much bigger flat stat increase already, plus you get 15% bonus attack per piece of gear. So that's 30% bonus attack over 26, and the HP is even better, right? 104,000 flat stat, which is nuts, plus 17% HP, which is 34% over both pieces. That's a substantial boost to his HP and attack, but you also get these resonance things if you get your hero as the resonant hero. 6% all damage dealt, nice. 6% damage reduction, not bad. 8% more HP, sweet. Wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. Speed, don't really care. That might be more of a thing later down the line if you're trying to max your speed. I don't really care about this one. I feel like if I leave this one off, it's not going to hurt me too bad. Whereas these ones seem like pretty nice things. So today, we are going to take our Aspen. Where are you at, Aspen? Let us find you. You are here. 16.3 million HP, 560,000 attack. I am surely going to forget those numbers by the time we get back to this, but we're going to make him naked. He is now nude. Actually, that's still pretty respectable naked stats. Not bad. Not bad, Aspen. The old Big D. Let's jump over here now, and let's see what we can do. So, resonance set, boop. Warrior, that's an assassin. What am I clicking on that for? Oh, probably because I can make that now. It's got a, I was like, that ain't right. It wasn't right. This is right. So it does take 5,000 gemiges and $200 million, which is a lot of dollars, because I'm already getting kind of poor. That's okay. We'll forge one of these suckers up, and we're going to make a super warrior set. Are you sure? I'm sure. Give me the stuff. Bam! We got him. Vulcan. Bade? No. Bade again. Dang, Bade. Corpse Demon. So none of the heroes we actually need, but that's okay, because you can change the resonant hero right here. I have 9 million. Where did I get 9 million of these things? I must have altered off some gear or something. Nice. It's a million per run. I'm not sure what the percent rate of the heroes is. It doesn't really tell you, but you can use your gems to upgrade your chance. What we are going to do right now is disassemble some equipment. So I'm going to go ahead and just disassemble everything I have. Not everything I have. Everything I have that to my mind seems like a decent idea to get rid of. And that's where we're going to stop. I'm on the fence about 4-star gear. I'm not sure if I want to keep this to fuse 5-star gear to fuse 6-star gear, because we're going to need a fair amount of 6-star sets to make like class sets, to make these resonance sets. So I'm going to leave those for now, but they are a potential food source. I'm not really sure. We'll see. For now, I'm just going to stop there because that feels like a safe breakpoint for me. And we're just going to alter off everything else up to 3-star orange. And that'll... Oh, wait. All of them. Nice try. We're not getting a ton out of these lower ones. A few million, though. That was pretty good. 239 million. That's a lot of chances to re-roll. So we'll probably try to stay away from using our gems right off rip, because I want to say it takes like 3,000 gems that you guarantee that you get the right hero. Let's go ahead and disassemble all that stuff. Yep. Bam! 336 million. That is a lot. But yeah, so 0 out of 6. Every one of these increases your chances up to 100%. So I think at 3,000 gems, you're guaranteed to get the hero that you want here. We have 336 chances to roll, though, so I think we'll just try to go ahead and roll an Aspen the regular way. I don't really want you, though. Not looking for Terra. And then if we don't get it in a fairly decent amount of time, we can just swap one up there and just gem our way to it and make sure we make it there. A lot of Terras. 2 Terras so far already. Gusta. And like I said, there's no real, as far as I can tell. Does it say? I'll read. Okay, that just tells me that that's the thing. Okay, so it says they're randomly selected from all heroes. So my guesstimation is that means that every warrior hero has an equal chance to show up. And that's fine. That's totally... There's a lot of warriors in the game, so you're going to end up with a fair amount of rolls probably to get who you want. Ooh, see, that's a Transcendence Bro. He looks like... Who does he look like? He looks like the guy off Naruto. Sand Bro. That's Sand Bro right there, 100%. Gaara. That's him. That's him. Oh! Asmodel the Dauntless. Don't need you, bud. But yeah, so Transcendence heroes are popping up. I feel like if they were going to like weight them to be rarer, these guys would be the rarer ones to get. We just want to see the good old Dragon Slayer. Yes. No. We just want to see an Aspen pop up. We don't get one in like... There's Bade. We have a full Bade set pretty much right now. Bro could be just kitted to the gills. I think we actually have a set. No, we don't have Bade over here. We have Bade on the mini account. Slowly getting built up to be food. Come on. Give me an Aspen. I want to see an Aspen. So far, our gambling luck... Dang it, monster! Our gambling luck has been pretty ferociously bad. It's just been terrible. When we gambled for the stone on Aspen, we blew like almost 300 million dust and did not get a double crit stone, which to this day is mind-blowing to me. It's absolutely crazy. We've gotten every hero, I think, in the pool, but Aspen. We've gotten 3 Terra. Terra's... Oh, Aspen! Bam! See? Look at that. I wasn't even complaining, really. We'll take it. So we got an Aspen, all damage dealt. That's great. The chest piece, I believe, is damage reduction, so we're going to go for that as well. No point wasting my gems if I don't have to waste them, but I do have enough gems if I want to. Also, that was a Norton Hague. I was reading about Norton Hague the other day by looking at his little skill business. He seems like a pretty interesting hero. So I'm not sure if I want to build me a Norton Hague somewhere or not, because he sounds kind of fun. He's got kind of a mix of like crowd control, but also damage. Lord of Fear Aspen. That wouldn't be bad, but we don't have a Lord of Fear Aspen. We have his little brother, Regular Aspen. Regular Aspen. That's what I'm talking about. All right, boots we don't want, right? Boots or speed. I don't care about speed. The percent HP, though, that sounds like a fairly nice thing. We might as well grab it while we can. So, can we get lucky and snag it? We've only gone through, like, what, 30 million? That ain't bad. That ain't bad. But Norton Hague seems kind of interesting. He's got some crowd control built into his kit. He has some big damage based on, like, I think enemy max HP, which is potential boss fighting. So he's got, like, a little bit of a strange mix there between being able to work in PvE and PvP fairly well at the same time, which I kind of like. I like heroes that have more than one utility. Man, twice the Lord of Fear Aspen. I mean, if I was going for Lord of Fear Aspen stuff, I'd be feeling pretty good. Pretty freaking good. But yeah, heroes that can do double duty, I've always been a big fan of those, just because they're double duty, right? You only got to build them once and they work in multiple areas. They may not be the best in both areas, but doing okay in both is better than only doing great in one, in my opinion. I'm more of a jack of all trades than a master of anything. Right, sleep. Oh my gosh, sleepless. Hadn't seen you yet today. So we can keep going here. We've gone, what, through like 50 million of these little blue deals. I'm assuming this is the way that your free-to-play players are going to run this. I doubt that they're going to be dropping their gimmages. Aspen. And they're just going to kind of gamble and sell off gear to get what they want. So we've got everything we need for Aspen. He was at 16 point something million health. I want to say 16 point like 3 and 560,000 attack. So I actually didn't forget what I said I forgot. Boop. Pop that on him. Pop the old boob armor on him. Give him some of this. And give him some of that. And give him one of them. And how are you looking now, Brotato? Wow. So about 50,000 attack boosted. Not bad. That's almost a 10. That's like almost a 10% boost. That's crazy. His HP went from 16 to 19 million. 3 million health. That's also not a little number. So that's pretty sick. I like that. I like that boost. But now that we've done those things, this is the power level our Aspen is at the big D tier. Is he actually going to be decent in the Aspen dungeon? I don't know. I don't feel like he's that great in the Aspen dungeon just because, especially against like Amon-Ra and stuff, he just kills himself, which is never fun. But he doesn't have a great amount of self-sustain, and I totally forgot to check his enables. Oops. We got 3 demon potions though, so that's all right. We got an Ada right off rip. Double Adas. Is that going to kill us? What's our record here? 19. So we haven't gone very far. Let's go ahead and just see what Aspen does to the old Ada. She does percent-based HP damage. The downside to Aspen, and this is something I've noticed, he does have skills that heal him, which is great, but they don't work if you kill somebody from like full health. They have to be under full HP for him to proc his heal, which I don't really like. So we're going to milk him back up. I got 30 milks. I might as well use him. I'm not sure how dangerous Valkyrie's going to be. But yeah, it's kind of annoying that if he one-shots things, he doesn't heal. There he healed. Healed all the way back up. Maybe is his active skill a little bit different? I should read that. Pause. You'd think I'd know this, but I don't. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe does he heal if he horrifies people? This heals based on that. Okay, so yes, if he horrifies somebody, he heals himself. But if he one-shots them, he can't do any of his healing. So essentially, Aspen, when he's in one-shot mode, doesn't heal himself. What the heck? Horus, please, get out of here. But yeah, if he one-shots, he doesn't seem to heal, which is kind of a bit of annoying. And same, I think, with a third enable. If you take that third enable, the fifth enable, if you take the one where he heals on crit damage, even if he crits, if he one-shots them, he doesn't heal. I feel like that should definitely be addressed. That needs to be fixed. Bonk. He didn't even heal there, turd. But yeah, so his healing seems a little bit bugged. I feel like later down the line in the game, when there's a lot more enemies you're fighting, and they have higher HPs maybe, that's still a pretty effective way to heal him. I don't know. Smoke that guy. He's smoking them all in like one shot. Oh, Aspen v. Aspen. How do you hold up? You're dead. You don't hold up at all. Get out of here. So we're moving into death, and we're doing pretty well. And this isn't even a V4 Aspen. It's pretty close. He's only missing the active skill being upgraded at this point, I believe, and a few points on that imprint, which is speed. I don't know if you can change that. If it's always speed, I mean, it's speed, I guess. Not that big of a deal. I would rather it not be speed. I don't really need a super fast Aspen. Ooh, a Horus. Well, hello. He survived. And then he died. And he did some damage to us, though. Horus wasn't playing games there. The Gurkinators. I have an active. I don't want a Gurky to, like, just one-tap me. But we're going to play at Risky Biscuits. And we're just going to, yeah, not very risky. But as you can see there, we just one-shot the whole thing. And he stayed at 50% HP. That's kind of annoying. A single Gru, I don't think Gru's very dangerous in terms of damage. Healed. There you go. Nice. Thank you, Gru. Healed me right back up. Asmos, we're at full HP with an active skill. Don't see them doing much. I'm not sure right now. Hiccup, sorry. If my Aspen does more damage with his basic attack. Oh, you. You are the devil. I don't like Amon-Ra. The reason I don't like her is because she makes my Aspen kill himself. So I'm going to demon pot this, call me crazy, and I'm going to try to just one-tap this chick before she gets a chance to do anything gnarly. Yeah, loser. Get out of here. I'm telling you right now, man, what is the Void Nexus or what? Oh, and she's back. Freaking turd nugget. We Risky Biscuits it. Let's do it. Let's play it risky and see what happens. We're gonna kill ourselves. Nope. Ha! Loser. Got her. Got her. But the Void Nexus, the Void... Are you kidding me? Quit feeding me. We got an active skill already, though, so we should be okay. Wodonk. Got him. But, yeah, for the third time now, the little planets thing has been giving me some grief, bro. I pushed up a little bit, and I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. This is pretty easy. We're smoking right through this. And then, like, every single wave was like, hey, we're going to throw an Amun-Ra and a bunch of carries at you. And I was like, okay. And then I realized that Carrie is annoying as balls because she essentially takes all your energy all the time. You can't do anything. And then Amun-Ra is back there in the background making sure you kill yourself when you finally do get a chance to do some damage. Not a fan. Not a fan of that wave. So I got to find a way to counter Amun-Ra because she has been an absolute turd sandwich for me. And then when you mix her up with Carrie, the turd sandwiches just keep on rolling. And I don't like that. I don't like it one little bit. But we're about to set a new record. Penny! Oh, God, it's Penny. 19. We're close. I don't think Penny will kill me. I hope Penny doesn't kill me. Don't kill me, Penny. Aha, loser. She didn't kill me. We're fine. Got her. Okay, so this is for tying. And we know that Gru's not a threat by himself. He's a wave we can heal ourselves on, I believe. Just like that. Perfect. We're back to tip-a-top. I love to see it. Boop. Asmo, Dark Arthendal. I don't feel the danger just ruminating out of these people. That's not really a word, I don't think. I don't think ruminating is the word. Emanating? That's probably the word I was looking for, but whatever. You know what? Not everyone is great with their words. I forgot to check my merchants. I have merchants. And I have like 90,000 gems burning a hole in my pockets. She survived. What a freak. Get dead, though. Hey, and now you're back again. So we've set a new PB. Love to see it. Shia! She blocks, right? That's her thing. She blocks and heals. And she dies. Dead. 4 Valkyries. We smoked these guys earlier. I don't think we might have demon potioned them, though. Don't need to. Got him. Got him dead. All right. Valentinio. He's going to stun me. I lied. He's going to die. He's not going to do anything but die. 4 Valks. We already know that's not an issue. We can smoke those. Get dead, Valk. I wish once you got to 20 of these, because it doesn't overstack, I don't believe. It does not. That once you got to 20, it would stop feeding you them. Like, why can't I click on that one? Because at this point, we don't need any more of these potions. They might as well throw it to something else. This one could be sketchy. Let's watch it. Let's see what happens. So we've killed the Penny, but Ada is a problem. Ada, oh my gosh, that balance mark. We went down to dang near dead, but it's okay. We've got angel potions. Michelle, lots of healing here. Shockingly enough, Vesa hits like a freight train. Where was I fighting Vesas? The campaign! I forgot to even tell you people about the campaign. I apologize. What a turd nugget I am. I smashed my campaign, right? I was going through running it auto, but with a caveat. I left Aspen out of the team. He's our best hero, so I want to see just how far Ada and Horus could go by themselves as like my team. And we made it all the way up to, I think, the last stage or so of like whatever's before Apocalypse. Without having Aspen even in the team. And I was like, that's actually not too bad because Aspen's kind of my nuke. And the wave that kept killing us was Vesas. It was 6 Vesas. And those ladies started going absolute ham mode, man. They were critting for millions of damage. I was crying in the corner. They didn't care. They kept doing it. I couldn't kill them. But we were missing our burst hero here, Aspen. Ada's not really a burst hero. Ada. Horus, not really in the way I have him built, at least, isn't burst too hard. So they're not great at dealing with that. Oh. Yeah, okay, as long as they kill the Amun-Ra first, I'm happy. But yeah, they were going nuts, man. They were just duking all over my soul, and I was not enjoying that even one little bit. So we might see if we can smoke that today with our Aspen all souped up and in the team. Where did we just take all that damage from? I don't know, but they're all dead. That could be a dangerous wave, though. That could be a very dangerous wave. You, don't care about you. Yeet. Corpse Demon. He's going to probably freeze us a lot, but he doesn't do a lot of damage, I don't think, so we're probably all right. Yeah. I don't think Corpse Demon's a dangerous wave. Probably for anybody, really. Because he had, like, yeah, he can crowd control you a lot, but if he's not with someone else, he's not going to do enough by himself to, like, take you down. Oh, don't kill me. I didn't kill... Maybe it's nice that Aspen doesn't always heal himself. Because that might have... Here we go again. You know what? Let's just give her the old smoosharoonie-dooney. Bonk. As it should be. Bonk them to death. Double Horus. We know Horus is already kind of scary. These guys are level 470. They out-level me by, I don't know, 100 and a lot. But we still smoked on that, no problem. Get wrecked, nerd. Vesa. Solo Vesa. How are you doing? We horrified her and then we killed her. That sounds like something a serial killer would say. I'm not. Or am I? I'm not. I'm not. We ain't about that. Oh, unless it's Amun-Ra. I will serial kill these people all day. And I feel not bad about it. Horrified her too. I don't know if we fought a single Valkyrie. I know we fought 4 of them. See how one of them does. Not very good. Aspen's doing great. All these stat buffs must have been making a serious difference. We got an ult. Not a problem. These guys are dead in one tap, probably. Bonk. They're not. No one died. They both died. We're fine. Surprised they lived, though. It scared me a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean I fully puckered. We do have an ultimate here. So we could just drink some milk and top off, because we didn't kill the Ada last time. But there's 4 of them. What are the odds we don't kill them? 100%. That was really stupid of me. Idiot! That's just the way it happens. Okay, Horus is strong, though. Ada is also strong. We're gonna throw our Ada in here with a demon potion and see if she can make things happen. No, I don't think so. But she did hurt him. And that's fine, because now Horus can come in here. It's Horus's time to shine. Horus is shining? Horus is not shining. We didn't shine at all. We died. But that was still nice progress. From Death 19 to Death 41, where'd our ranks go up? We went up like 300 points. We're almost top 1,000, bros. What? Getting there. Getting there slowly, but the surely. But yeah, campaign. Bam. Stage 5310. Is this the last one? No, it's not the last one for Apocalypse. It's the last one for Dark Abyss. But these ladies right here, I'll throw one of these at you. We'll leave Aspen out. You can just watch these people ream me around the face. I'll kill them first try this time or something stupid and just feel dumb. Oh yeah, I don't have them like waiting for my nuke to go off and there's no nuke to happen. But look at the millions and millions of damage. And Horus, because he's faction restrained, is doing like dang near nothing to him, right? They just smoked on him. Ada's like, listen, I can't keep up. I can't do the works. I can't smoke on people. And she's not, and we just die. These Adas, or these Vesas, just dumping on me. Just absolute. Grab me all that loot out, though, bro. And grab me all that out, bro. So, we're going to try it again. We're going to throw the old Big D in here and see if he makes a difference. I'm hoping he does. If he doesn't, I'm going to feel pretty sad. There's a Vesa down, right? Every Vesa that's not alive is a Vesa that cannot heal them. Yeah, I mean, that's a small smidgen of difference. Throwing the old Aspinator in there. Get the heck out of here, you nerds. Bam! Whew. That felt nice. That felt nice, because that one frustrated me. I was frustrated. Even though I knew I was holding myself back and my power level was not what it should be. I was hiding my power level. Now it's over 9,000. So we're good. Is this like 6 corpse demons? Is that what it's going to be? I know they had like a thing going. I wonder if we just dropped Aspen back out. If this guy's going to be a problem, or if we can go back to smoking him without him. We'll see. At least Horus can like cleanse himself of crowd control after he blocks 3 times. Kind of nice. But like I said, even with 6 corpse demons, like they just don't do a lot of damage. That's kind of their downfall, is they're just... Sure, they can crowd control the balls out of you, but they're meant to be run like as your crowd control with DPS behind them. But yeah, we can still make progress here in this without Aspen, which means I'm hoping that we can get into Apocalypse. I mean, let's just hold up. Click the button. Click the button. We'll just run some campaign. Why not? We need to do it anyway. We'll see if we can do all this. Bloodblade might be a bit sketch. Bloodblade just duked on us. He just took us and pooed all over us. Let's do it again. Did it stop us? I don't want you to stop me. I want to fight him. Bring it on, nerd. We might get him down. We might just got unlucky there. The more stuns that Cruz pulls off, maybe we'll be fine. Or we won't. Okay, yeah, this is that downside. Like I said, Ada's... I don't want to say crap. Because she's not crap. But she ain't good, right? She used to be like best in slot, bro. Ada was the queen for like a week, I guess. But looks like we're already forced to throw Aspen back in to dump on these guys. Because if we don't, they're going to do damage. They still might do damage, but not enough. So that even hurt us a little bit there. But we got him. And now, is that Bloodblades again? No, surely not. Let's kick him back out. See how far we can go without him. We already had to throw him in twice. Walter's probably going to be the exact same story because the fact that he stuns and does damage over time. And they just hit backline heroes over and over again. Oh, we might make it. Nope, we didn't. All right, so hold up now. Wait a minute. We can probably still do this. Okay, hear me out here. What if we just put Cruz on the back line, Ada on the front line? Is that intelligent? Methinks it is. Because they attack backline enemies, right? So if they get themselves stunned by Cruz, that's great. And it gives Ada a chance to do some damage. Well, hold up now. We're going to die. We're dead. We got close, though. That was actually not too bad. One more time. One more time. I got a problem. I don't know. I know I could throw Aspen here and dumpster these little nerds. But at the same time... Oh, we're going to get him! Wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. Too easy. Make the game harder. You know how they say it. Who are you going to be? I don't know. Maybe we'll just swap this back to how it normally is then. We'll leave Cruz in the back. What the heck? Aiden's. Oh, this could be interesting because Aiden does damage on death, which is a little annoying. He might nuke my team out from underneath me as he dies. Oh my god. No, we're fine. Close though. Bro hits like a truck. 20 millions of damage. They were all doing some stuff when they were keeling over. He's like a little death nuke, like a little mini Mim. Mim if Mim wasn't nearly as annoying, you know? Mim's far less annoying little brother. Kamath, I think, is he target backlines only? He kind of does. Ada's just getting reamed on right now. I feel like Horus is going to hold up pretty well there, and he did. Oh, we got a full set of 5-star gear. Now that's what I'm talking about, game. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Set our delicious coffee back down over there. Continue the streak. Margaret's. A lot of damage over time. Will it be enough to murder us? We'll see. Nope. Too easy. All right, so that wasn't too bad. 54-7. We're coming up on the end. Is this crazy? I don't know what the names of the places are. It might be crazy. There's Crazy in the Apocalypse. That sounds right in my head. We got Queen. I don't think Queen's probably that dangerous all on her own. I feel like she's probably not going to do too much to us, I would say, but could be wrong. I feel like she's far less dangerous than like the Bloodblades and the Walters and whatnot. That crowd control plus Dot, always a very annoying combination. They did some work. They did some work, but they still died at the end of the day. So even with heroes that are not void imprinted, are nothing really that special, we've made some pretty significant campaign progress, and this gives me a lot of hope. Especially like the free-to-play account and stuff, that once I reach level 130, even with just a couple of E5s, even if they're off meta, this guy's got like no resonance gear, no void imprints. This is just a fairly, probably weak team by today's standards, that we're still gonna be able to push through a good chunk of content without following like best in slot practice. The Berea, what the Scrotus? Bro hitting like an absolute truck. He's gonna kill my Horus. Or not. I gotcha. You thought I was gonna die. I don't die. Horus never dies. And if he does die, he comes back to life next time anyway. So it's okay. Who are you gonna be? Karim's. I don't feel like Karim's dangerous. I feel like Karim is pretty pretty tame. And it's showing here. Yeah. But like right now, Penny isn't doing like an insane amount of damage. She did pretty good there. She has faction restraint, makes sense. But this is a 10-star hero, right? And this is why on the free-to-play account, I'm just kind of tempted to take her to E5, Void Imprinter, maybe even Tree of Origin her, and just see what Penny can do when she's really souped up. Because on this account, she's going to get fed away. I'm not going to keep Penny around. She's not going to be a long-term unit. We're going to probably ditch her for someone else. But I do kind of want to see what she can pull off. So she might be either on the free-to-play account, or I might build her on the old Dant Monster account. In fact, I was kind of thinking about that. I was thinking about the old Dant Monster account was kind of built as a meme around Dantalion, who everyone used as food and everyone thought was garbage. And then he shocked me. He actually did pretty solid in a lot of areas of the game. Of course, he wasn't great in all the areas of the game, but for like the Aspen Dungeon, he reached all the way up into Hell mode, I believe. Maybe Death. I think he might have beaten Hell mode. I can't remember. Either way, I was really impressed by him because he was a food hero everybody threw away. So I was thinking maybe on that account, if I revive it, I'll revive it as like an OG hero only account, right? Not building anything past what I knew back in the day and just keeping it kind of, because in today's terms, all the heroes from 2019 are pretty much memes. They're not nearly as good as the heroes of nowadays, but that could be interesting. So maybe that's what we'll do with that one on the free-to-play account. I'm not really sure 100% what direction I'm going. I'm throwing out ideas and kind of seeing what sticks. But right now, nothing's set in stone. Scary Waves. Scary used to be like the PvE lord, man. He would build up his marks and do just absolutely ridiculous damage. But nowadays, not so much. Also, you can't Void Imprint Scaries, you can't Tree of Origin Scaries. And I feel like a lot of heroes that could still actually be pretty cool heroes and pretty good are completely unusable because they don't have Void Imprints. Like Dantalion. Honestly, if Dantalion had a Void Imprint and Tree of Origin, I might even still build him on the old Dant Monster account. But because you can't take him any higher, he's kind of just dead. It was crazy. So we now begin the apocalyptic version. Are you sure to want to combat this area? Did I say no? I didn't. Up to 4-star gear is a drop. That's kind of nuts. Things you love to see. Stage bonus? Nothing too crazy. Let's see what we're fighting up here. Okay. Are they crazy? They're still, this seems like a pretty linear progression. He said as his team is getting dumpstered by King Barton. Oh my gosh. Barton, you turd sandwich. Did they just massively crank up the stats, or is Barton just that strong? Maybe we got unlucky. We'll throw one more of them at him and see what happens. Oh, it's his counterattack. He's counterattacking everybody and then smoking the balls out of us because of the counterattacks. Good Lord, guys. Let's chill, or not. Okay. Okay. Okay, we gotta throw the Aspinator in. See if Aspen makes a difference here. He might not. These guys are doing some work. And he's stunned. Of course he's stunned. Why wouldn't he get stunned? Are these guys immune to stun? Or am I just getting unlucky with Cruz not stunning when he gets hurt? Let's go ahead and drop these guys out. Let's put Aspen back. Wait, hold up. What is King Barton hits backline, I think, with his ult, and frontline with his basic. 4 random with basic. Chance to stun. I can't remember. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. I forgot. Let's slow it down so I can pay attention. We stunned 1 out of 6 King Bartons. That does not seem like a good stun ratio to me. The fact that Ada's going first might actually be hurting us. We didn't kill a single dude again. This is not good. We might already be stuck. We might already be stuck. These Bartons are giving me the D. The big D. I'm supposed to be giving you the big D. I guess. Maybe we're getting unlucky with who Aspen's smoking on. If we can kill one, maybe that just makes a difference. You know? Maybe it makes a difference. Thinking about who I could throw in, but I don't really want them to attack, because then he just counterattacks the scrot out of us. We got 3 stunned this time. That's nice. Still didn't kill anyone, though. We killed one! And of course they stunned him! Wait! I don't know why I got so... Calm down. I got way too excited on that. We have something for stunning nerds. It's called a freaking candy cane, bro. Talk crap on my candy cane all you want. 22 million Hutchpaw? And not getting stunned? Let's see if the candy cane gives us the prevailing that we need. You're not gonna stun my Aspen this time, you little nerds. Not today. Although he's still getting the crap beat out of him. He's gonna die. He's dead. Try it one more time. Uno mas, and then we're gonna move on to greener pastures and happier places. I feel like they've cranked these guys up to the moon for Apocalypse. Why am I not attacking? Okay, we killed one. We killed two. Oh, and how the tables have turned. I knew it. I knew it. Boy, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. But Candy Cane coming in clutch. People talk dookie on the Candy Cane. Oh, Candy Cane sucks. Candy Cane's great. And if you don't like the Candy Cane, then you don't like me. That's not true. You can like candy canes or hate candy canes. That's fine. Cthulhu, I doubt Cthulhu's gonna scare me too much. Oh wait, damage over time. He be doing some dots. But is it gonna be enough dots? Not enough dots. And we can also cleanse dots, so that might not be as dangerous anyway. How many stages are there here? Oh, we've got a ton of stages. I was like, oh, we're almost done. We're not even close to getting the Void campaign right now. We're getting hard stuck, it looks like, early on. This is dangerous. This is a dangerous place. Oh, Sigmund. Sigmund always scares the crap out of me, man. Anyone that can remove my armor and counterattack me consistently and constantly is not a good thing. We didn't stun a single one? Come on. Come on. Come on. No way. And we're dead. And we're dead. How did we not stun any of them with Cruz? I'm curious to see if they're giving the enemies. Is there an informational button on this? Doesn't say. I don't know. Does that feel like, what are the odds? What are the odds that a Cruz at 9-star who dies, right? And when he dies, he has a 75% chance to stun all enemies for 2 rounds. Stuns none enemies. Or 1 enemies. That sounds like awful odds. Does not seem normal. Like, you would think statistically on average, we stun 4 out of 6. Maybe 3 out of 6 at worst. But none out of 6? I'm starting to wonder if perhaps they don't give them things like crowd control immunity built in this game mode as it gets harder, because it's supposed to be more difficult. Maybe that's some of the stuff they throw in there they just don't tell you about. Or maybe I just got unlucky, and that's also possible. But we're back to the old smooshin' Punisher Staff of Doom, and hoping our crits can carry us forward and at least kill, like, okay, we killed a Sigmund. Is it gonna matter though? No. Man, these guys are freaking tough. These guys are tough as crap. Let's leave for now. Campaign, making me a little sad in my heart. But, like I said, we're not done with Aspen. He still has to go to V4, which I feel like we will do. And I wish we could swap that to something different, because speed just seems very useless. Maybe you use it later game. Maybe speed's more important down the line. But yeah, this is going to be a big one for us, right? Huge damage boost in the active skill, doubling essentially his damage output. That's going to be huge. That's going to be a big one. V3 not quite there, but it does, at least in my mind, illustrate that campaign crazy can be done with normal heroes pretty much. But once you jump into Apocalypse, I doubt there's any natural E5s that are going to do this. You're going to need Void Imprints, I feel like, for sure, because these guys are doing absolute work. Like, some serious work. Honestly, hold up now. Hold up now. Hold up now. I don't have any block artifacts, do I? This is just something in my brain that I'm kind of tinkering around. Are you block? You are block. Let's just go ahead and upgrade one of these real fast. I don't know if this is a bad idea or not. I don't really care. If it is a bad idea, it's a bad idea. It's not a big deal. We can always feed this out to something else later. I just want it... Oh, come on. Can I just leave that in there and auto upgrade? That would be great. Nah. Gotta keep going down here and doing it again. All good. All good. We'll get this up to an HP Blockstone. I know we're going to lose some HP on Horus here, but I want to test an idea. Right? Test me a plan. Because I remember seeing the Bartons, and they didn't seem like they were getting block procs on my Horus. right? Even though Horus has a relatively high block rate of now 105%. Let me take a look here. I gotta relearn things that I've forgotten over the years. Do you have precision built into your kit anywhere? No. None precision, right? He should have 0 precision built into his base kit. Which means, for him not to trigger block on Horus is crazy, because Horus should be getting a lot of block procs. I don't remember seeing any on Fortress, but Sigmund might have precision. 30%. That's not that much, though. That's not much. Does he get bonus precision against lower armor or something? I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. I don't see him lowering anybody's block, or does he? Does he lower block? He does. He reduces their block by 30%. Interesting. We'll try it again. Try it again. Horus frontline. Doesn't really matter where everybody is, I don't think, here. But let's see. Honestly, might be the play. It might be the play. I want to see if we can get some. Now, can he not block counterattacks? Because that might be the issue. He might not be able to block a counter. And if so, I mean, I get it. But look at that. Cruz died again. 0 out of 6 stuns. No blocks. 0 blocks. 0 blocks on a hero built for block. 105% block chance. Didn't block a single hit. That, to me, doesn't make any sense. That makes 0 sense. That should not happen. Especially not more than once. Right, where's my mouse at? There it is. Try it again. Maybe it was a fluke. Maybe that's 2 flukes in a row. But we're going to see. Hold up. No, nothing there for precision or block. They're going to smoke on Penny. Penny's going to go down. Cruz. Counterattacked. Dead. None stunned. 0 stuns again. On a 75% chance to stun, no stuns. Explain. Explain yourself. We can probably kill 1 if we hit this guy. We got him. But we're still going to die, I think, anyways. And he's dead. Here's my thoughts. I think the game's being a little sneaky here. They don't tell you, at least anywhere that I can see, and that's a leaderboard, they don't tell you anywhere that these guys are getting boosted. But it seems to my mind they have a massive boost to precision, which is meaning that Horus is not blocking anything. Horus should be statistically blocking 70% of the time even when he gets hit. Like, even if they reduce 30% block, he should still be blocking 70% of the time. None. Cruz, 75% chance to stun all enemies, 0 stuns, 2 rounds in a row. Either that's abysmal RNG, or these guys have a huge amount of crowd control immunity built into them, and an insane amount of precision built in. So that's my thoughts, which means this is going to be a very interesting game mode to try to push through, because normal mechanics aren't functioning the way they should, which is going to be fun. But that's okay. Oh, also, screw it. We'll leave Horus the way he is. He's not horrible that way. Not great that way, but not terrible. Who are we fighting? Are we fighting an Abyss hero or a Fortress hero? Penny's Fortress. I guess we go this way. It's better than buffing Cruz. Well, what are you, Brohan? I don't know, but we're going to kill your friends first. And then you second. Why are you in the... Did I have a stroke today? I don't know what I was doing or why you're there. I don't like it. Get in the back. Probably same for you. I don't think these guys should be too much of a problem. We've been doing these fairly straightforward, I believe. So yeah, this is just absolute murder town. She comes back to life, bonk, and then she goes back to being dead. Perfect. So these guys I don't think are going to be any real issue for us. Let's go ahead and just defeat. No defeats here. None of the defeat is. There's a bug in here and it's flying around. I hate it. I hate bugs. I hate bugs because they bug me. Let's see how this Sigmund does. Are you gonna get blocked by me, Sigmund? Let's see. He might not. He'll survive. He'll survive long. Block. Look at that. A block. That's crazy. Look at all those blocks taking place the way they should on a hero with 105% chance to block. Am I a little salty? Mayhap. Mayhap I am a little salty. But that just, I don't know, that seems like a cheap way of doing things. Like, what's the point of having a block stat and a precision stat if you're just going to dump 1,000,000,000% of it on the enemies for free? And not tell me. So what are you? Some void predators further enhance their lethality through evolution. Such monstrosities are known as predator tyrants. Ooh. Compared with their lesser siblings, predator tyrants unleash even more fierce attacks while reducing their prey's precision and stealing attack. Is stolen attack an attack debuff? If it is, I could probably do like an attribute removing. They deal damage will inflict. Oh, they also do burning and bleeding. So perhaps we could put like a damage over time removal. But first up, let's just see how this goes. Straight up nude. Run into it. No planning, no enable swaps. Let's see what happens. Hitting kind of hard. We've killed none people. That's never a good sign off rip. We lose precision, they steal attack. It looks like that stolen attack is a debuff. So perhaps attribute whatchamacallits isn't a bad thing to get rid of. Oh my gosh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Aspen, I'm gonna need you to 4-tap everyone. Oh, Aspen. You never let me down, bro. Absolute decimation nation. 500 million damage. Love to see it. Portal activated. Let's yeet ourselves out of this sucker. Zoop. And we've done it. I'm not really sure if it matters what hero you choose to explore areas. I don't think that makes any difference. It seems like they're all just the OG heroes. No, there's not. You can pick any of them. Well, would you look at that? Who do we want to be? Still clicking. Honestly, he looks cool. He does. He looks awesome. I kind of want to build one because he does look sick. But his regular version is a cat and doesn't look nearly as sick as that version of him. So I don't know. Perhaps one day. Also kind of cool. We could be a sea monster. We could be a monkey. We could be... That's just kind of creepy. If that's who you want to be, I mean... scary. Who do we want to be? It makes no difference. Honestly, this matters not at all. But we're gonna be this guy. You and me, we're a team now. But yeah, we could just smash all this stuff. We probably end up doing that. We can bump our Void Corruption up to 15 now, slowly making the progression, and we will work on that at a later date. But my annoyance levels are high right now because of the campaign. Those stinking Sigmunds. What can a feller even do? What? Oh, wait, hold up. What if I wanted to remove a random attribute reduction from myself, so like the reduction in armor wouldn't take place? Or the reduction in block on Horus? Or remove the burn? Because he does more damage to burned enemies. Ooh, hold up. Hold up. Hold up! Let's wait here. Let's try it this way. See if the damage over time purification helps a bro out. What are you, marks? Don't need marks. But this way he won't do the bonus damage to us every round. We'll be cleaning the burn off, right? I don't think he burns people that attack him, does he? If he does, our plan might be already kind of crapped on. But we'll see. No burn from the counterattack. That's good to know. So the counterattack does not burn. It's once you are burned that you start getting in trouble. Good to know. Good to know. Cruz, no stuns. No stuns. There's no way they've given these guys 100% crowd control immunity. Is there? Is it really a thing? Did they really do that to us? Aspen's taken some deeps. He's cleaned the burn off himself, though. He's no longer a burned Aspen. Will this matter? One dude down. I don't think it's going to matter. Good God. No, it didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. We may have made a little bit of better progress, but not a lot. What else could we do? Hold up. I'm just donging around here with ideas. None of this stuff actually is probably going to be that difference making, but what if we got rid of the random attribute reduction from ourself? Right? Because he's reducing armor when he hits us and reducing block, which for Horus is annoying. For sure. But yeah, so far it's looked like these guys literally have, unless Horus can't proc his passive based on other people's passive, which I don't believe that to be the case even for a moment. That's going to be like the best artifact, the best HP setup that Bro can have right now, other than a higher stone, which I don't care about. One more time. One more time. But maybe this time, we do it like this. We let him get, well, he's going to die from his basic attack anyway, probably. I think he's going to kill himself. And that's just going to be the thing. But maybe this will boop Aspen back further in the poking of the damage process. And if he does that, there's a chance that maybe he just kind of survives a little better. They start attacking Ada instead of him. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Horus, 2 attacks, over 50% health. No stuns. None stuns. There's literally no way that that is functioning as intended. No blocks. None blocks. None blocks again. We killed one. Man, that bonus damage to burning people is just rinsing my butt. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they definitely have 100% crowd control immunity. No, they don't, because I horrified them. Is it because Horus is... Hold up. Not Horus. Cruz. Cruz. Naked. Nude Cruz. Let's see if this makes a difference. Maybe they're just like bypassing his 50% HP like on a super hairline. And because they're doing that, he's not able to proc his stun. If that's the case, I've just been being an idiot maybe. And oops, I guess, would be the word I would use to describe that situation. No. They must be immune to stun, because I did horrify one earlier. So maybe freeze and stun and twine they're immune to, but not horrification. Maybe. We didn't kill any Sigmas. This is definitely going to be a wipe. We also didn't horrify anybody. We should have a fairly good chance to horrify as well. So I don't really know. I feel like they definitely have an insane amount of crowd control reduction, which seems kind of bonkers. And maybe it's just to certain stats. Like they need, honestly, I'll just go ahead and say it. They need an info panel on what's going on with the heroes here. For sure. Because having definitely over 100% precision, because they're going directly through Horus's blocks. He doesn't block anybody. The fact that I cannot crowd control them with Cruz, even though he should have a 75% chance to be stunning these guys, is insane. It's insanity in the highest order. They should be getting crowd controlled. They should be getting horrified. They should be getting blocked and then attacked. So I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do about that, other than just raw stats. It seems like just you have to raw stat your way through this, because there's no way to use like strategy, it seems like. At least like your normal strats, like crowd control enemies so they can't hurt you and stuff like that. There's like only one crowd control that are vulnerable to. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. But that's probably, most likely, gonna be where we end things today. I don't know why I did that, but I couldn't help it. But yeah, I don't really know what we're supposed to do there to bring those guys down. If we can't stop them, if we can't stun any of them, we're going to be in trouble constantly. If we can't block them, Horus is going to die immediately. We can't nuke him right now with Aspen because he's just not hitting quite hard enough to bring him down. So I don't know. Very weird. Seems like there's going to be a lot more thought going into the campaign than I had one time figured. I figured we'd jump in, and if it was, most waves we'd have no problems with. But this is proving to be an issue. We'll see. So we'll have to think on that. But for today, I believe that is going to be it. Remember, if you want to see me spend lots of USD dollars, big P in the comments below, and we'll gauge how much you guys want to see the old spender in me come out or not. But that is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button and show your support. And I will see you guys in the next one.